So let's go ahead and review, and if you went ahead and extended the algorithm of the red car appearing on the horizon on lane number 0 and gliding to the front to all the other cars, then you should have something that looks like this. And you can notice the cars are now at random times coming down the lane, and they are growing bigger in two separate glides, one from here to here and another glide from here to here. And yeah, this is what you should have. Okay. If we have that, what we want to do is we want to create a block of code that will also make each car appear on lane number 1 and glide to the front, and lane number 2 and glide to the front, and lane number 3 and glide to the front. I'll go ahead and do one with you, and then you could do the rest of the cars. Okay. So if we look at the red car, you could see when I start as clone, this is the block of code that we are talking about. This is saying appear at the horizon on lane number 0, glide to the middle of lane number 0, and then glide to the bottom of lane number 0. Okay, so this is the part that we need to adjust. So we can put this to the side and just remember this is lane number 0. Okay, and we're going to redo all of that, except we're going to redo that so that it comes down lane number 1. Okay, so I'm just going to guess here, and I'm going to say 0 and then -16, because I'm going to use the same Y position as I did for lane number 0. And then I'm going to do a show, and I'm going to do 2 glides just like I did for lane number 0. The only difference here is going to be the values. Right? So here it's not going to be -80. I think it's going to be more like -20. And then over here, of course I'm just guessing, and over here it's going to be more like -150 maybe. And so let's go ahead and check that out and see if that works for lane number 0, and then adjust as we need to. Whoa, that looked weird. So what happened there? So it glided to the, okay, yeah, so the X is off. What is happening there? It's gliding to the center of the screen. Oh, okay. This Y position is off. It should be -160, just like it is over here when I'm doing lane number 0. Let's see if that's going to work a little bit better. Okay, so the X position is off. Do you see how the car is coming to the left here? So I need to move the car more to the right. So let's try -100. Still off, so let's change that from -100 to -50. Oh, and I forgot we need to change our seconds to be the same. I was wondering why the car is so slow, so let's change it to 4 and 3, and now it should look a little bit better. Okay, there we go. So it looks nicer. The first glide needs to be moved to the left, so I'm going to change my X from -20 to -25. Let's see if that helps at all. Maybe need a little bit more, so let's do -30. That looks just about right. And then the second glide needs to be moved to the right, so I'm going to do -60 instead of -50. And it needs to be pushed a little bit more, so I'm going to do -65. And that looks pretty much dead on. And the first glide looks like it needs to be pushed to the right just a tad bit, so I'm going to maybe put 33. I'm sorry, 27, -27 here, and let's see the car come out. Yeah, that looks like the car is right in the center the whole way. So now this would be the code for lane number 1. So lane 0, lane 1, and you want to go ahead and do lane 2 and lane 3, and not just for the red car but also for the black truck and the black car and the blue car. So every single one of them should have a different block of code that you click underneath when I start as clone that will cause them to glide down either lane 0, 1, 2, and 3. So good luck with that.